Hello, this is Lisa from Happy Stamp, and today we are going to be making this pretty spring Easter card. Nice and bright and cheery. Alright, so we are using the Easter Bunny bundle, which is still available, but I'm just letting you know right now, it could sell out at any moment. The Clover Punch is already gone, so I wouldn't doubt if this would be the next thing to go in the catalog. So if you want it, I would get it now. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. I just realized I forgot to cut my cardstock. So we're gonna need a piece of polished pink, and this is 5.5 by 8.5. And we are going to score it at 4 1/4. I guess I didn't get anything ready for this video. We're also going to need 2 pieces of basic white cardstock that are 4 1/8. By 5 3/8, so you're going to need 2 of those, one for an outside layer and one for the inside layer. All right. And you're also going to need a piece of DSP, and I'm using the Flowers and More Designer Series paper that is a host in the mini catalog. So this is a great, it's one of the 48 sheets of Designer Series paper that you can get as a hostess gift in the mini catalog. It's very colorful, so I like it a lot. All right, one other thing I forgot. Okay, the other thing I forgot is I use the frame florets for the oval that is in this. I don't have to cut it out because I use this for a swap, and so I have lots of ovals. But when you cut this out, you get this right here, and then this cuts out the other part. And so I have lots of the ovals, so I don't need to cut out another one, but I wanted to let you know where I got it from. I got it from the framed florets. All right, I think I got everything this time. All right, so I am going to go ahead and adhere these 2 pieces together. Maybe using my seal here. And that's just going to leave a thin border all around this piece of Designer Series paper. That's going to go on top of that. We're going to be doing some stamping on that for the inside. All right, so we can take, I'm using the polished pink open weave ribbon. And I'm going to hopefully tie a bow on here. So I'm going to use my reverse tweezers here. Just makes it a little bit easier. And then we will make a bow. Over here. All right. Ribbon scissors. Just pretty it up a little bit. There we go. All right, so then this can now go on the front of the card. It's a pretty simple card. And I'm just using some more seal for this one. Right. And then that's going to go on the front of your card. All right, just like that. All right. All right, so then we can take our oval that I have here, and we're going to do a little bit of stamping. So we're going to use our embossing buddy here. Just put a little bit of the powder on that. Versamark ink on, it looks like spring, and I'll show you where that comes from because that does not come in that stamp set. Stamp that down. And then we're going to take our white embossing powder, and I'm just going to stick that in there. I like to do it a couple of times. Looks pretty good. Put that away so I do not make a mess. It's going to get loud for a second. I'm going to turn my heat gun on too and let it heat up for a moment. I like to start on the back to get the paper a little warm. Kind of reduces some of the warping. And then as soon as you see the powder melt, you move it along so you don't scorch your powder. And warm that up just a little bit again. And then that is done. It looks so happy and springy. That comes from Thanks a Bunch. It looks like spring. This is a set that you can earn for free when you spend $50. It's one of the choices in the brochure. All right, so just give that a little wipe off. Make sure we got everything off. All right, and now this, I can take some dimensionals. And I'm going to use 4, 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom so that it will straddle the ribbon. And that can go right on the card. Right over here. All right, then we're just going to take a scrap of basic white. See if I have a big enough scrap or if I have to dig into something else. I have lots of scraps, but they're like scraps. They're so it looks like I may have to go ahead and just cut a piece. So we'll use this one. You want to make sure that it's big enough for your bunny. All right, so, oh, I must have put him away. is our bunny. I'm going to bring my punch back out. We are going to use our tuxedo ink, Memento ink, because I am just going to be doing a little bit of coloring with my blends. I'm going to get my Stampin' Pierce mat here. All right. I'm using the light polished pink and the light gray granite, and not doing very much coloring at all. I'm just giving a little color to his eye and his ear, his little nose, all with the light polished pink. And then with the gray granite, I'm just doing his little tail, a little bit on his feet, not a lot, and on his chest. I'm not doing it straight. I'm kind of giving it a little bit, hopefully, of texture, but you can't really tell because it's very light. Okay, a little bit more on his feet there. And that is all I am doing. All right, then we can take the punch here and we'll punch him out. Just trying to get an even border all the way around him. All right, then we can take a couple of dimensionals for him. A couple meaning 3. All right. And then he can go right on here. Just like that. Then I'm taking some of the loose flower flourishes. Oh, and I did it again. I forgot my envelope, so I'm going to have to run and get my envelope. These come in Fresh Freesia, Polished Pink, and Pale Papaya. So I'm just using one of the Fresh Freesia, just, I mean, there's Blackberry Bliss in there, so it's kind of a shade of purple. And then one small one for that. And I'm using glue dots. And my Take Your Pick tool. I'm going to take one of the glue dots and I'm going to kind of wad it up. I'm going to put it right below the bunny ear there. And then that's going to go right here. And then the other two are going to go right here. Got some of the putty on there. And that one can go over here. I just had so much space there that I felt like I had to put something there because I wasn't going to put anything there. And I'm like, that looks like way too much space. So the flourishes it is. All right. Then for the inside of the card, I'm going to take my polished pink and my other piece of basic white. And we're going to do the Happy Easter on the inside. Right. And we'll take some snail. Oops. Put that on the back of this. And that's just going to go on the inside. All right, and then for our envelope, let's see what we're going to do here. I know I'm going to put a piece of the Designer Series paper that matches on the flap. So I will get another piece of that. Right here. So we will just cut this at a little over 2.5 or 2 1/4. By 6. All right. Let me grab an envelope real quick. All right, so we will put some glue on the back side of the flap. And then maybe we'll just stamp another bunny on the outside of the front. And we'll take our snips and we'll just trim that off. Don't forget, we still have about 9 days left for celebration. Every $50 and $100 that you purchase, you get a free item in the celebration catalog. There have been a few more things that have been added on. So if you have any questions on that, you can go ahead and give me a holler and I could let you know about that. We could do the eggs, or maybe we'll just do the little bird. We'll just do the little bird, I think. And then we'll just color him the light polish pink to match everything. Right. We'll just stamp him down here. All right, and then I will take my light polished pink and we'll just give him a very light color because you don't want to bleed through the back side of your envelope. All right, there's the light, and then maybe I'll take the dark and just do the wing in the dark. And then maybe blend that out just a little bit because that's a little dark now. Okay. And I didn't bleed through. And then I'm just going to take my light pumpkin pie and we'll just do his beak. There we go. All right. So that is it. Make sure, here's my other one, and I'll do my other envelope after we get off. But, yep, there you go. It's going to cost, if you're going to send this, it's going to cost a little bit extra because of the bow and this being so high. But if you're just going to hand it out, it'll be perfect. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment below. I'll be happy to answer them. All supplies can be purchased through my online store at happystamp.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.